Hi guys. Well, I got fed up with trying to sort out this 2.4 gigahertz receiver. It does something that I don't understand. I think the actual controller chip is sending out the left-right signal in PWM. It doesn't seem to be a straightforward left-right signal. I removed the 8311H bridge because I thought that was the problem, and diverted the tracks over to the what was it, 1919? Can't remember. That chip there is a double H bridge, which for some reason they were bringing out duplicate motor leads. They both did the same thing. So I've split the tracks, go into it, diverted the output from left-right to one of those H bridges, and it still does the same thing. It still doesn't drive the steering properly. And I don't understand why not. So the only thing I can think is the output from the controller chip is strange on those two tags. Anyway, I've given up on that for now. So what I've done now is I've rigged up one of my old 27 megahertz receivers. This one happens to be a New Bright one, I think. Yeah, New Bright written on it there. I've got these JST leads on it, connectors, simply because I've used it before and it's convenient to be able to swap it from one vehicle to another. So just unplug it. That's the battery leads, and then that's the steering and the drive. And then we've got a great big aerial on it compared to the little aerial on a 24 gigahertz one, sorry, 2.4 gigahertz one. Anyway, so that's on there. Runs off one of my old 27 megahertz controllers. So I'll just lift it up a bit. Forwards, backwards, left, right. The way it should be. So what I'll do is I'll stick that on there for now. That's a much bigger, physically much bigger receiver than the original, which I've stuck somewhere. But we should still be able to get the cover back on. I won't bother about that cover, which would go on there, because, well, we're not going to get that in there. So we'll just put it back together like that, and we'll give it a run. So at least we can see whatever this is. It just says Gallop on it. Well, it says all sorts of things, but yeah, I'm sure somebody will be able to identify what that is, because it certainly doesn't say what it's supposed to be, other than made in China. Okay, we'll put the cover back on and we'll give it a little run. So this is just to see the car running, and it's got a 27 megahertz receiver in it. Lacks a bit of grip, actually. Well, I keep explaining, it's very slippery floor, this anyway. So it's probably not really fair. Range is a bit down, but then that's not the right controller for that receiver, of course. Yeah, well, it works. But we've had to downgrade it to 27 megahertz just so we can actually get it running. Yeah, that'll do. We have at least run it so we know what it looks like. But I think I'd need to use a different controller to match that new bright receiver so we get a better range. And if anybody knows what that is, what car it is, put a note in the comments. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave us a comment so I know how I'm doing. And somewhere up here there'll be some links to related playlists. Thanks again.